has been a blessing to you, why not follow us on Facebook and Instagram at NDTV Network? Subscribe to our YouTube channel New Dimension TV. Or watch us live at www.ndtvn.com. For partnership, prayers, and sponsorship, call 833-777-NDTV. Email info@ndtvn.com. NDTV. Bearing fruits everywhere, changing lives.
Welcome to Tina Amadi's show. It is July 25th, right? Michelle, it's Tina Amadi, and I'm so excited to be back with you. It's been a great day. Houston's been very hot and very humid, and we've been trying to battle. The heat index is over 100 degrees most times. The car is unbearable. But we're so thankful for great life and to be able to come to you and bring you our message and our show. So the show, as you know, is called Tina Amadi, but it's more than that. It's a show that is an inspirational show. It teaches, it inspires, it motivates, and it empowers. So we're teaching, we're inspiring, we're motivating, we're empowering through the many guests that come here. We've got authors with us. We have had people who are leaders in the community. We've had several facets of life, and the whole goal is to show you that faith meets purpose, and people are doing great things in the community, and they are people of faith, people that are inspirational, people who understand the power of God in their purpose, and professionals who love God and also are at the peak in their industry. They're experts. So today, as usual, I've got my co-host. Everybody, welcome.
Hello, everyone. Hello.
Michelle.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm good.
How's everything?
Everything is good. I'm a little hoarse today, but
You've been singing.
okay. Yes.
In Michelle's other life, she's a worshiper.
In my
Other life, not the Tina Amadi show. She is an amazing singer, right?
Right.
Worshiper. What else? I'm trying to go on with all. She is amazing. Michelle can literally do a lot of things, guys. She does, like, she could create a website, even though she doesn't want me to plug that out there. She could do, you mean musicals, like compose songs. It's amazing what God has given her. I really love that my friends are amazing and they have talents and they show the world what they have and they don't hide. It's like this little light of mine.
Oh, yeah.
So, what's going on in the world? Anything?
In the world. So, before I talk about what I want to talk about, I just had a thought that we need to start calling ourselves professionals in what we do in our niche, because a lot of times we downplay ourselves, and then that is what makes people are attracted to what you show them. So if you show them that you're, I just do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Nobody's attracted to that. They don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
We
I love
call
that.
ourselves professionals.
Do you hear that? I actually love that, Michelle. But we're going to start with you. You're a professional.
I am.
She's a professional is what she does. We're professional. We're our TV hosts. We are creating content, guys. It's amazing. We're storytellers, and we're positive storytellers, and we're showing our own bit in the community to better the lives of people by bringing guests that are amazing and in their own rights and with different things. And I love what you said. So it makes people take you more serious.
Yeah.
So that's a tip for someone in your craft. Whatever you do, guys, own it.
Right.
Own it. Michelle gave you a tip today.
So what's going on? So somebody sent me a video. I watched the video to the end, and I was just like crying and confused, like what is going on? So in the video, there's a girl. She sets up the camera, and then she stands on top of this chair or stool or whatever, and there's a noose hanging from the ceiling.
Is this one of these challenges?
A social media challenge.
This is going to be the death.
Children.
The death of
She
us.
didn't even, she looked really like a young
old?
teenager, maybe like 13, 14. And she puts her head inside of the noose, kicks the stool away, and she's just standing there like, and all of a sudden she's struggling.
She thinks it's a joke.
What in the world is happening? Like, I sent it to somebody else and they were just like, this is not serious. I said, I looked it up, and it's other people that are doing it.
It's not a joke. It's not like a...
It is not a joke. So she's screaming, Mom, you know, in another language, but I'm sure she's calling her parents. And they come rushing in, and her dad's just looking like...
And the video is recorded.
Yes! And so the mom takes her down and like, are you okay? And just touching her and caressing her. And
Okay, social media etiquette.
what in the world?
We need a timeout, social media. The whole world needs a timeout. We don't have to follow every trend.
It's social media peer pressure.
Oh, that's what the thing
It's a challenge. It's actually a challenge. And, you know, people like to dip and dab into challenges.
I love
the ice challenge was nice.
The water challenge was nice. Sierra's challenge is amazing. She's doing the level up.
Oh, okay.
Level up, so we might.
Oh, I haven't seen that one. I've heard about it, but haven't seen it.
I was going to say we might try our own.
Oh, okay.
Dance.
That's nice.
No, it will be Keone and I. When she comes back for a Tamadi scoop, she's going to do it.
But yeah, that's really serious, and parents need to talk to their children about that because...
Parents, take note. Your children are practicing so many things they're not supposed to be doing.
No.
Did you hear what Michelle just told me? This girl put a noose over her neck, and she's dangling down. She's almost dying, and had to reach out to her family.
What if they weren't there?
They
What if they left while she was doing whatever she was doing?
That's the enemy.
Only.
Social media.
Oh.
Guys, I mean, it's amazing. We're going to talk more during Tamadi Scoop.
Yeah. Who's on the show?
Who's on the show today? Amazing Corine Scott. We have her on today. She's coming back when we take a break. So before then, what's our discussion for Tamadi Scoop? I think a little bit of everything. I think I heard her. Let's leave it. Yeah, when you come back, we're going to do more of that. So just like you know, the show is about faith and purpose. It's about working as professionals and doing whatever God has placed for you to do. We're doing it with so much focus and sharing it with the world and teaching others and inspiring others and empowering everyone with what you have. Because if you don't show what God gives you, there's nothing you can do with it. No one will know. So it's like a branding show. So if you're out there, you want to be part of our studio show, you want to record with us on set, call us. The number is on there. We're always showing our numbers. Our websites are on there. The Tamadi website is there. The NDTV website is there. So reach out to us. Contact us. Show yourself. Showcase yourself. Like Michelle, you said, own your stuff.
Yeah.
Right? Professionally. So when we come back, we're going to talk to the amazing Corine Scott. I'll be right back.
Been a blessing to you. Why not follow us on Facebook and Instagram at NDTV Network? Subscribe to our YouTube channel New Dimension TV. Or watch us live at www.ndtvn.com. For partnership, prayers, and sponsorship, call 833-777-NDTV. Email info@ndtvn.com. NDTV. Bearing fruits everywhere, changing lives.
Welcome back to Tamadi Show, the Tina Amadi Show, where we teach, inspire, motivate, and empower our audiences globally. Wherever you are watching, we are so appreciative of you. Today, I have a special guest with me, the amazing, the beautiful the healthy, the really healthy person here, Corine Short. Okay, so earlier I said a different name, but she is Corine Short. She's an amazing person, and she is a health and wellness coach.
Yes.
And she is, let me read her bio. Let me read it properly. She's a personal trainer, a life coach, a keynote speaker, a group training coach who is committed to guiding people and organizations into their highest body, mind potential. That wowed me. That just wowed me. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, wow. You look great. You just look so fit.
I worked very hard at it.
Oh, my God. You're going to get to see her pictures. And when we do those session interactive, you're going to get to see why she looks the way she does. So just tell us a little bit about yourself. What drives you into this field that you're in?
Oh, good question. So people drive me. Just knowing, being able to help people and seeing them live their best selves and be healthy drives me.
Wow.
Outside of that, just my daughter.
Oh, wow. How old is she?
She's 9.
9 years old.
So I want to always have a very positive image for her, so that as she's growing up as a young lady in this world, she knows, you know what, my mom does this. I can do it too. And so one of my biggest statements that I tell all my clients, and so if you're watching, you know, y'all can repeat this with me. If I can do it, you can do it better.
Wow. If I can do it, you can do it better.
Yes.
So it's a motivational, that's who you are. Okay, just tell us a little bit about how you got started in the fitness world and wellness and everything that you do. What really motivated you? I know you said your daughter, but what is your driving force? And I know we kind of talked off scene earlier about your faith and what drives you and how does faith puts together into who you are and the product and the person you are today.
Okay, so it actually started off, I've been an athlete my whole life. So from junior high all the way up, I've always been in some sort of sport. And then I went into the military. One of my positions in the United States Air Force, I was a fitness officer.
Wow.
And so that's when I started really developing the love of fitness and started my training there. I went through the Cooper Institute. And then after that, got out of the military and became pregnant, was kind of lethargic, didn't really want to work out, just really stopped everything.
Because it wasn't because of the pregnancy?
It was more because of the pregnancy. I used it as an excuse.
So you pregnant women out there.
I used it as an excuse, and then I really started working out a little bit more, and I started doing aerobics instructing at LA Fitness. And I did that for a while. I actually did that up until I was 2 weeks pregnant, because it got to a point where I was like, you know what, I really have to work out. I didn't want to really gain a whole lot of weight. And so I did boot camp, I did kickboxing, I did Zumba, I did hip hop, I did all of this while pregnant. Yes, I did everything.
Oh, wow.
And then through there I started training people. People would always start asking me for questions, and I kind of started personal training. And then one day one of my friends was like, you should really do a business with this. Like, you give really good advice. And so I was like, oh, you know what? I'm going to start this up. Why not? It's like, if everyone else can do this, so can I.
That's right.
And so that's where it kind of propelled, and it started from there. And then I started on my own little weight loss journey. I noticed that I hit a wall. So I could train others, and I could be an aerobics instructor, but I couldn't lose weight. And it was more so because I wasn't willing to change my diet. And I wasn't telling myself that I could do it. It got to a point where I became complacent, and I was okay.
I think it happens to teachers. Like people who do, they say people who do don't teach. There's a saying.
Yes.
Like you could tell others to do something, but you're like,
It's hard to do it
it's
yourself.
hard to do yourself.
So I knew all the right things to do. I just wouldn't apply it to myself. And I actually started becoming my own worst enemy, because I would tell myself I couldn't do it. And so that's where this whole body-mind concept comes from. So I'm also a cognitive behavioralist. My background is in psychology. And so that's basically a theorist of your thoughts create your behavior. And once again, having all the training and all the knowledge and not putting it into practice for yourself is a hindrance. And so then I started putting it into practice and started telling myself and changing my thought process, and that just kind of jump-started my own personal weight loss journey.
So you could see visibly when you actually put those two together.
Yes.
visible results.
The moment you make the determination within yourself that you're going to do it, that's when things start happening. And only when that happens can change happen.
So change happens when we put thoughts into action, or
Yes.
what mind, I think that's what you would.
Yes, so our thoughts are then going to come into our emotions. Our emotions will then turn into our behavior. Our behavior will turn into our outcome. And then it's just an ever-changing cycle, but it has to start with a thought.
It starts with a thought. The other day I posted on social media, I think I said, think good thoughts. And I kind of put it out there and I say, God's restoring your mind, your peace of mind, but please think good thoughts. I mean, we could say God's doing all this, but if we're not the initiator of good thoughts, right, we're not seeing results in that area. So what would you say, how did you overcome challenges into whether starting your business or a personal experience, personal challenge?
So kind of as we were talking, I don't have challenges in my life. Everything that I've gone through, anything that someone would consider a challenge or a struggle, I see as an opportunity. It brought me to where I am today, and it only made me stronger, and it grew me to who I am today. So I don't have any regrets of anything that kind of transpired in my life.
That is the most amazing answer. I've asked this, I mean, I've been a presenter for a couple of years now. I've asked this as a host to a lot of my guests, and people think that question's supposed to be answered with experiences, but I love what your take on it is. Your challenges or your growth is what you grow from.
Yes.
So you don't see them as challenges.
No. Every setback is just to come up. That's all it is.
Tell me more about that. Go in a little bit.
It's all about perception. And once again, thought.
Okay.
If you perceive an event to be for your better good, then it then will be.
No matter what the event is?
No matter what the event is. Especially if you can look back, even if it's something small, and say, you know what, but I'm still on this side of the earth. I'm still able to breathe. I'm still able to think a thought. I'm still able to move past this. I'm still able to do better. Other people are able to do this, so then why can't I?
So it could be, let me throw examples at you. It could be a loss of a loved one. It could be a loss of a relationship. It could be a diet that's not working. It could be a job loss. It could be anything.
Yes.
See it past what it is.
Past what it is. So, prime example, a loss of a loved one. Every day we live to die. I mean, that is just a reality. So we're not going to be here for millions and millions of years.
That's right.
So that's why every moment we have with someone, we should cherish it so that we're not in a lost state. If you enjoy the people while they're here on earth and know that one day we will be apart, then you're not going to have that loss.
Oh my God, you are breaking some molds here. Embrace the people you have right now. Show them the love daily like you could lose them any minute.
Yes.
I love it. I'm going to quote you. I usually do this after. We're going to have maybe little clips of what we have, and we're just going to post it on social media. It's amazing meeting people who have conquered the thoughts, guys. The thoughts are where everything comes from. Think good thoughts, you produce good things.
Yes.
Tell me about your organization or your company. Tell us about that. Just take us through it, and we're going to take several breaks and do some practices.
Awesome. So Synergy Nubu is the company that was founded. So Synergy is the combination of combining everything together. So the mind, the body, the spirit, everything.
Okay.
That's Synergy. Nubu, it actually stands for never underestimate the value of you. And so that whole concept is making sure that you're understanding that you are your own creator and to never underestimate you. And then you put it all together. Your fitness, your health, your food, your life, just everything. Once you can kind of synergize everything, then you just have a better life.
As I'm looking at you, I see someone who's very centered. Is it because of you have conquered the thought process, or is there a higher power involved? What do you think? Combination of both?
So no, God is the fundamental root of every single thing that I do. Everyone talks about like, oh, you're your CEO. Yeah, God's my business partner.
Oh my God, this is my new best friend. I've met some professionals in the world, and they tend to be the self-help gurus, and they all want to say the universe or it's them. I love that you are able to go from cognitive behavior realist to someone who believes in the power of you to actually telling me that it's all about God.
Oh yes, no, God is the fundamental root of every single thing that I do. I don't make a decision, I don't make a move until I seek Him first. Now granted, there are some times in life I will go against what my business partner says.
My business partner is the Holy Spirit, by the way.
Yes.
God.
And I pay for it.
That's right.
And then I come on back and we're good.
Let's talk about that a little bit. So we go against what God has told us to do, and we know we're against it because we're humans. We tend to stubborn nature, and talk to someone who may be facing that challenge right now, and they're going against maybe a business idea God has given them. Like you, what made you go this route? What made you say, this is it? This is the fit. This is where God wants me. This is where I'm going to get blessed by. This is the gift He placed in me, and I must take it out to the world. Take me through that process.
So one thing I will definitely say, if you don't listen to God, God will force it on you. This concept was more pushed on me because I was running from a calling. And it turned into a venture because God was like, no, tapping me on my shoulder. Are you ready? Are you ready now? It's time for you to start your own business. It's time for you to do this. And I was like, no, I'm not ready.
What are the signs? Someone's watching you right now. What are the signs to know that this is the time, this is the moment? What are the signs? How did God tap you? Do you start seeing everything fall apart because you're not doing this? So just take us through some steps.
So I think you're going to start to see, more vision into your dreams. You're going to start to see things start manifesting, ideas. You're going to find yourself picking up a notebook and jotting down ideas. That's when you know God is like whispering in your ear.
And
like,
it just comes. It's like a flood.
Yes, it is a flood. But you also have to be careful with that flood because if you say you don't want it, it'll stop. And one thing we need to realize, a dream that is meant for us, if we don't use it, it'll go to someone else.
That's scary, but it's so real. I've had that experience where something you were supposed to have produced at a certain time, you didn't. And you look back, someone in your circle is doing that.
Yes.
It's switched.
Yes. So it's always important to kind of go down that path. So one, you're going to start getting your notebook out. You're going to start jotting, having ideas. Then you're going to start dreaming about it. Then you're going to start seeing yourself in it. That's when you know. When you're like, you know what? I can see myself on stage with hundreds of thousands of people in the crowd, and we're all doing a workout together. I can see that. Okay, God, that's where I'm going.
It's like a light bulb moment. Corine, for real. I have had moments where I've seen myself sitting and people are watching a show, and I've got a room full of people, and I'm teaching a subject, or maybe my Bible studies, what I do, but just not with the show. But what you said, really, I've gotten the picture of what you're saying.
And that's when you know you're moving in your purpose. And then the key thing is to start moving. A lot of times, we have that whole scripture of knock and the door shall be open. But a lot of people miss a part of that. One, you have to find the door. Two, you have to knock on the door.
Breaking all kind of rules.
God will open it, but you still have to walk through it. So there's a whole bunch of actions that need to take place before your opportunity will happen. But once you start moving in your purpose, you'll know what doors open. If they don't open, don't try to kick them open.
Talk to me then. Let's take this. Let's take it a little bit more in depth.
Okay.
The doors that are saying the scripture says knock and it shall be open. But I'm hearing what you're saying is that finding the right door, knowing that that's your door, is important.
Yes. And that goes through faith and understanding and believing in yourself that you can find that door. God made us all creators, right? And so God put the power within us to do these things here on earth. So we just have to tap into it.
Oh, she's coming back, guys. Yes, Corine's coming back. She's probably going to be a regular monthly wellness tip. I just love her mind, the way it works. Tell us about your products and what you offer as a service and your skills.
Awesome, thank you. So I actually have a breadth of product lines out right now. I have nutritional supplements that are like your BCAAs, your pre-workouts, protein shakes, wellness supplements. And one thing that I'm really, really proud of is my Lipo Slimming Gel, Cellulite Lotion, and Hydration Mist. The reason why I'm really proud of this, so I do fitness competitions as well.
Wow.
And after a couple of my competitions, I had a company approach me and wanted me to try out some of their products, some of their gels, and kind of give some feedback. Well, I gave some feedback, and this is how you know when you're supposed to be doing what you're supposed to be doing. They had asked me, they're like, all right, after we tried some things, this works, this doesn't work. They were like, found a formula that I was like, oh, well, this works for me. I like it.
That's right.
And they were like, all right, well, what compensation would you like? I was like, all right, just send me some products from time to time. We're good. Unbeknownst to me, I was talking to the owner. She was like, I've never had someone come and say they wanted no financial compensation. So what we're going to do, we're going to let you actually patent this formula, and we'll give it to you so you can sell it.
Oh my God, the power of favor.
I was like, really?
Yes!
Maybe this is what I'm supposed to be doing.
Oh my God. So that's how this came about.
And that's how this came about. And so it is a lipo-slimming gel, and what it's designed to do is it's designed to help melt the fat that's underneath the skin. That fat then gets turned into energy, and then you use it as like a natural energy source. And what's not used as energy is passed out as waste.
This is product that you put on yourself.
And then you go work out.
You just go work out.
Yes. And so it functions through a process called lipolysis, which is the breaking down of fat. Now, one thing I will tell people, you cannot put this on and not work out. You have to do the work. You have to do the work.
There's people that I see, those fitness world is a big industry right now. I see what the waist trainer, and do you do work in those? Do you work out?
Yes, I actually have my own waist trainer.
I've seen that on your
But
social
the
media.
waist trainer is not the magic. And I try to dispel that myth.
Yeah,
a lot of people, they wear it and they're like, oh, I'm losing, fat. You're losing water weight.
Okay, this is a professional who has studied our body, guys. She studied the ins and outs. So she's coming from an expert angle, and she's telling you what works, what doesn't work, what's trendy, all that. So when we come back, she's going to tell us more. I know you're enjoying it. If you're watching through social media, share, invite a friend. Let's get interactive. We're going to have a Q&A session as we come back with Corine Short. She's amazing. We'll be right back.
Been a blessing to you. Why not follow us on Facebook and Instagram at NDTV Network? Subscribe to our YouTube channel New Dimension TV. Or watch us live at www.ndtvn.com. For partnership, prayers, and sponsorship, call 833-777-NDTV. Email info@ndtvn.com. NDTV. Bearing fruits everywhere, changing lives.
Welcome back to the Tina Amadi Show, Tamadi for short. We're here with the amazing Corine. Amazing Corine, and she is faith-based, is what I love about her. She knows that God is our center. Listening to God has gotten her this wonderful product. So we're going to take it right into the workshop area where she's going to explain all that she's got for us today. And we'll get into an interactive workout session. Go for it.
So how you actually use the system, so I consider it like a fat burning system, and so my company is centered around Ugly Sweat. And it is a trademarked name, so I'm really excited. It has its own registered trademark. But the concept of Ugly Sweat is basically to remove toxins out of your body, basically remove everything negative out of your body, so it goes not just physical. And so we call that the ugly side of fitness.
So it needs to come out.
It needs to come out. And so with the lipo-slimming gel, that's what it's designed to do. It's meant to get rid of the waste. And then the cellulite in that, yes.
Okay.
And then the cellulite firming lotion,
which is this one.
Is this one right here. It's actually is caffeine based, and so it's gonna smooth the skin. You're gonna have like really nice glowing skin.
Like she does, by the way.
Reduces cellulite, stretch marks, things like that. And then the hydration mist is actually going to be a skin refreshener. So it has botanical minerals in it, and you just spray it on. You can spray it on whenever. It just kind of brightens up your skin, gives you a little bit more energy, and zest up the day.
So, oh wow, it says body hydration mist, natural marine plants and essential sea minerals. Oh, that just gets me right there. Oh wow, you've done your homework, lady.
Yes.
You've done your homework.
I'm kind of a nerd.
I love nerds. Nerds are productive. We need them. We need us. We're nerdy. So,
and then the other stuff is just like the regular, the BCAA is just for sports nutrition. Anytime you're lifting weights and working out really heavy, you should always be fueling yourself with BCAA, which is a branched chain amino acids, because you need your body to build and to rebuild. And then the pre-workout is just going to get you motivated to get up and go.
So you take these are boost energy to help you mentally prepare to work out.
Yes.
It's just like a powdery form.
Yes.
Okay.
And you just mix it up in your shaker and drink it and go.
Hey guys, if any of this is, of course, all of this is important to you. Fitness, wellness is important to all of us. Please, how can someone reach you? That's the part of this show where storytelling, of course, we're teaching, but especially what we want is that we get you the right products, the right brand. So I'm going to let her plug in how you can reach her, how her classes, before we get into our workout session.
So yes, you can actually look every product up on synergynubu.com. Everything is listed there. You can follow me on Instagram at synergynubu. You can join me on Facebook. You can find me under @synergynubu or Ugly Sweat. Just find me ever. Just find me. Like it, comment, share. I have a YouTube channel that talks more about fitness and health and ideas, and a blog. So if you have questions, let me know. I love answering anything about fitness.
I love it. I love that she's accessible, and you could, this is a plug for her. She didn't ask me to do all this, but let me tell you something, especially people in ministry, you need to be fit. You need to be taking care of our bodies and our spiritual health. Also, so contact her, speaking engagements at your church events this summer. Let her come talk to your women, your men about being fit, right? Yes. And we need to stay fit so that we can enjoy the body and the life God has given us. So any plugs about what people should do about their bodies and things that we could do before we get onto our interaction?
Drink water.
Tell them what just happened.
Water.
So we came in the studio and they know me over here that I don't want to put it out there that I don't like to drink water. So I love other type of drinks. I'm not going to mention what the drinks are. So there, of course I have her today as my guest, and she looked at me like, no, Tina, drink water. What's the benefits of water?
Water, there's just everything is perfect with water. Our bodies are primarily made of water, so you have to definitely feed your body with it. It's going to give you clearer skin. It's going to help you actually lose weight. The more water you drink, the faster you'll lose weight. It does help with curbing appetites. It's just a great source. You have to fuel yourself with water, especially if you want to start any weight loss journey.
Ooh, any weight loss
journey starts with water. And then outside of that, just get active. A lot of times people just refuse to move.
Just be on the couch watching TV like some of us. It's not going to work. Tell me about who you are. Where are you from? Parents? Okay. Originally, and all the good stuff about getting to know you.
So I'm a military brat. I am raised all over the world.
Okay.
I was born in Texas. Although I was conceived in the Philippines.
Tell us a little bit about that.
How many people know where they were conceived? So my dad was in the military, and he's from America, and my mother's from Jamaica. And so they met in England, and they met out being social.
I just leave it as that.
They met out being social. Fell in love. Well, my dad fell in love with my mother first. And chased her.
How many people know these stories about how their parents met? I need to call my dad today.
It's a beautiful story because my dad was very relentless. He saw something he wanted and he went after it. And found her again a couple months later, and she was like, you know what? Fine, I'll let you date me. And then they ended up getting married, went to the Philippines, and that's where my dad was stationed, had me. Well, started the process of having me. And then my dad wanted an American-born child because actually I'm the only American-born child in my family. All my siblings were born in England. And so he was like, I will have one American-born child.
Let's go home.
And so came to Texas, and I was born in Texas. And then shortly after, we moved to Germany.
Oh, she's a child of, what do they call it? Child of global citizen.
I am very global. And then from there, you know, my dad retired. We came back to the United States. Graduated in Texas because he wanted to make sure that I could call myself a Texan. So I am a Texan.
You're a Texan.
I was born here and I graduated high school here. I am a Texan.
She's a Texan. Just like me, I've become a Texan now after how many years in Houston, coming from Nigeria. So we're owning our professionalism, we're owning our, what else are we owning? Our area, Texas,
our
and
heritage,
everything, and we're becoming what God called us to be.
Exactly.
Are we going to go into a workout session?
Let's do it.
Can you give an advice to someone who is tired of their weight? It's beginning to become a self-esteem issue. I'm probably speaking for someone who will be watching us socially or who's going to get the broadcast later. What is your best advice for someone who doesn't know how to get up from their couch, who's really having an really emotional beatdown about their weight and self-esteem? Because you see all these girls, everyone's, you know, look at you.
Yeah, there's a lot of angles.
Yeah. Talk to someone who's
so, you know, first, definitely, I want to say, a lot of the pictures that you see, even myself, I mean, you have to angle yourself right. So, you know, never beat yourself down for what you see on social media. Because the fitness people that you see walking across stage, I promise you, we don't look like that on a day-to-day basis. What you see in the magazines, we just don't live like that on a day-to-day basis, especially once you get into your 30s.
Yeah.
And beyond. It's harder to maintain. So I would definitely say, you know, first we have to start loving yourself, being okay with who you are, and being okay that you want to change. There's nothing wrong with that. No one says that you have to be extremely skinny to be fit. You just have to be fit for you.
Okay.
So just whatever healthy looks like, realizing that our bones were only meant to carry so much weight. So getting down to a comfortable weight for you. From there, find a fitness buddy. It's always best to find someone to work out with, someone to motivate you. I do a lot of online coaching. Most of my clients come from online coaching, so I have people from Florida to California. So
you could be 1,000 miles away and
still train with me.
Engage your service.
And so sometimes you just need that motivation, an accountability partner, someone who is going to just say, hey, did you get up today? Hey, did you move today?
That's what a coach does.
And that's exactly what I do.
So do you have any words to live by, affirmations, prayer that you will do without our people today before we start working out? Any prayer? Anything you want to release out there to them?
Really, it's just
About
the
their
mantra.
body?
Just never underestimate the value of you. I mean, that's just what you have to do. Just once you embrace that into your system, into your spirit, into your mind, I never underestimate the value of me.
Let's say it together. I never underestimate the value of me.
Yes.
This is good. It's affirmation. I'm big on that. I never underestimate the value of me, of the one who created me inside me.
Yes.
So there you have it. When we come back, we're ready to work out. We'll be right back.
Been a blessing to you. Why not follow us on Facebook and Instagram at NDTV Network? Subscribe to our YouTube channel New Dimension TV. Or watch us live at www.ndtvn.com. For partnership, prayers, and sponsorship, call 833-777-NDTV. Email info@ndtvn.com. NDTV. Bearing fruits everywhere, changing lives.
Welcome back to Tamadi, and we're here with Corine, and she is a health and fitness, health wellness coach. And today with me, she's going to show us some tips. Corine, take us through what we're about to do. What type of exercises?
So a lot of times, we're sitting at home, we're sitting in the office, and we're like, I don't have time to work out. You always have time to get a workout in. And so what I'm going to show Ms. Tina is like, even though you can be dressed in jazzy, you can still get a workout in.
So in that workplace where you thought, hey, I've missed a gym workout, she's going to show me how to do it.
Just like a real quick, and it can be a 5-minute thing. We're just going to kind of go over just a real quick set. But if you can do this just while you're sitting at home, watching TV, in between commercial breaks is the perfect time to do something like this. You just grab a chair, it's body weight,
I
and you
can't wait.
do it.
I can't wait. In my other life, I was a fitness thinker. Other life.
The other life.
Okay.
All right, so we'll start with standing up.
So we're going to stand.
All right, so first we're just going to do some deep breathing. So you always want to kind of center yourself, just kind of getting yourself ready for what you're about to do. So breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth. And all you're doing right here is you're just telling yourself what you're about to do and what you want to get out of it, right? So you want this to be productive, even if it's a short stint. No matter what you do, you tell your body, this will be productive. And then it will be.
This will be productive. I'm telling my body, this will be productive.
And done. And it is so. So then we're going to start with just some calf raises. So all you're going to do, you're going to stand with your legs shoulder width apart, and you're just going to raise up and down. Yep. And so you just do that probably about like 5 to 10 or 10 to 30, and then you're good.
So I'm raising my calves up.
Raising your calves
like
up.
I'm tiptoeing.
Perfect.
Okay.
And then from there, you do 10 of those, and then you actually touch your heels together,
Touch my
your toes
heels.
out,
Okay, my toes
because
out.
we have 3 areas of our calves.
Okay.
And so now we're going to come up
Come on.
and down.
I'm still doing the tip. Okay.
Still
and
doing
down.
the tip. Perfect. Okay? And then you put your toes together, your heels out,
My heels out.
and then you come up.
Okay. Oh, wow. I can feel it.
And so this is targeting all 3 areas of your calves.
The calves.
Yep.
So this is calves workout, guys.
Calves workout.
We're doing.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right? So then, now we're just going to do some squats.
Okay.
Because we're going to go from the lower all the way up. Okay? So a
This
squat,
one's
we're
hard.
going to squat down to the chair
Okay.
and then back up. But make sure you don't sit in the chair, though.
Okay.
All you're going to do is touch and then come right back up.
So you're watching this and you're at the office. Corine, tell us.
So all you're doing, you're just
Let me let you do it.
So all you're doing, you're making sure your legs are spread apart.
Mhm.
You want to make sure your knees do not go past your toe. And you're going to sit down, tap the chair, and then come right back up.
Oh, wow. Okay,
That's
so
it.
I'm like this, tap the chair,
Tap
and
and
come
back up.
So you could do this at the office. Tap.
And that's it.
Oh.
You can do like 10 to 30 of these bad boys.
And
You'll
where are
start
you
to
getting
feel
it? You're feeling it in
all
your
in your quads.
quads. Okay.
Yep. All right. So from there, now we get to enjoy and we sit down. Okay. Now we're going to move up to our abs.
Oh, abs. Okay.
So you hold on to the chair, and so depending on how you want to go, depending on how strong your abs are, you can either lean back into the chair just to kind of give you a little bit more support, but you're going to keep the legs out and bring them back in.
Oh my God.
Yep.
This one's a workout. Are you
Perfect.
watching, guys?
And you're doing awesome. You have abs of
I
steel.
will have abs by the end of this time. Like, oh my God, I'm enjoying this.
Perfect.
So what is this
Yep.
working?
So that is working all your lower abs. You can also get some of your obliques and just a little bit of your upper abs in there.
So this, the continuous of this really could help shape someone.
Yes.
This is at the
It definitely
everyday
can.
office, guys.
Every day, you just decide that you're going to do this, and just for a little bit out of your day, you'll be great.
For those of us in ministry, I'm particular about them. You could do this on the days you're doing your sermons,
Mm-hmm.
you're teaching. You could do this, right?
Yes.
Because we fall in the habit, we don't do a lot of exercises.
And another exercise, so for your upper arms,
Mhm.
you don't even need weights for this. We're going to do contractions. So all you're going to do, you're going to ball your fist, and you're going to squeeze your muscles as tight as you possibly can,
Okay.
and keep squeezing.
So I'm squeezing my muscles.
Yep. And so at one point, you may start shaking, but all you're doing is squeezing the actual muscle and holding it tight. And then 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, relax. Shake it out. And then you do that a few times. All you have to do is sit there and squeeze.
So what is it doing as I'm squeezing?
So with the all the muscles right here, all you're doing is putting those muscle fibers to work. And so when you squeeze and you hold, then you release, you're telling your muscles, you know what, I'm actually lifting weights, but it's your own body weight that you're using.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Mind, body,
Mind,
I
body.
got it. I got it.
And then from there, if you want, you can start lifting up your chair. You can start doing some fun stuff, some jumping jacks, depending on how excited
How
you get.
excited you get in the office. You can lift your chairs.
Yes.
It could be. Oh my God, it's amazing. I know you've enjoyed this. I have had such a breath of fresh air having you putting wellness and fun together. It's really amazing what you do. Talk to the people, engage them, tell them how to reach you and what's the benefits of staying fit.
The benefit of staying fit is just a total mind-body agreement. When you can actually start putting your food into the right perspective, your body weight loss into the right perspective, you'll realize that your day, your sleep, will just be a lot more effective. A lot of times people are stressed, but if you notice, the people that go to the gym aren't as stressed and aren't as unhappy with their lives. So you'll notice that the endorphins and the adrenaline, and I can probably go really deep into some scientific terms, but all this will start kicking up, and then you'll just find yourself happier throughout the day. So I would say at least get about 30 minutes in a day, and you'll notice that every aspect of your life will actually start to get better. And so you can always, like I said, look for me on synergynuvu.com. Any social media platforms, that is Synergy Nuvu. I mean, you can even look up Ugly Sweat, I'll pop up.
Awesome. She has also partnered with us monthly that she will be sharing tips anytime she's available. So once a month you see her come
If you
share.
have questions, send them to the show. I'll answer them. Or if you have, an idea that you want to see, hey, I wonder, how to do a proper burpee. Let me know.
We could go out there and do burpee. I don't know what it is.
I'll show
I'll
you.
do it. She'll show me. So, in this road, I'm also putting myself to drinking more water. She got me today. Drink more water, Tina, and also work on my voice because it's my gift and keeping my mind, body fit. Okay, so as we always do, if there's any questions out there in the social media, we'll check on it real quick. I think the team is checking. If there are any questions out there for Miss Corine, you could post it. You could share and let others know about her and about our show on NDTV Network, about Tina Tamadi. And also, if you have a product like she did today, you would like to come on, talk about it, engage. It's all about storytelling, entertaining, educational. You're here with us. It was really good to have you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. I love professional people who are faith-based, who are focused on their work, and who are owning their profession, who are ready to share with the world. There's a millionaire that I follow. I forgot his name. It just switched off on me. Do you know what he said? He said, if you're doing something and no one is learning from it, you're a failure. Guys, if you're doing anything in this world, and Michelle touched upon it, and you're not owning your professionalism, you're not owning your art, and you're not sharing it. I'm not saying tell people your trade secrets like she did. She brought her product. She's not going to tell you exactly how she made it so you don't become a competitor. But she's going to share enough to motivate you to be great and to do what God has called us to do. That's the basis of the show. Faith meets purpose. So I'm looking forward to seeing you again. If you enjoyed our workout, share. Workout in the studio. God bless.
Not follow us on Facebook and Instagram at NDTV Network. Subscribe to our YouTube channel New Dimension TV. Or watch us live at www.ndtvn.com. For partnership, prayers, and sponsorship, call 833-777-NDTV. Email info@ndtvn.com. NDTV. Bearing fruits everywhere, changing lives.